Hi FlossTube, my name is Haley, otherwise known as Peregrine Stitcher here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Welcome to my channel, which is all about cross stitch. Today is Friday, May 5th, 2023, and this is FlossTube number 17. So it's the end of a long week. I have a lot to show you. I wanted to get through it today because I'm heading out to New York tomorrow, and I didn't want to bring all this stuff with me. So forgive me if I'm a little tired. It's been quite the week, so I don't know if I'll be my usual self, but here we go. I do have a lot to show you. So to start out with, I had one finish. And this is the spring salt boxes, which is a sal that New Hampshire Stitcher is leading, Lauren. And this is so much fun. I had almost finished the first house last time, but not quite. I did finish it, and the second one as well. So this is done on a 32 count raw linen using floss from Stash 2/2. And they're just adorable. They're tiny and cute. I thoroughly enjoyed stitching these. It was a nice change of pace. So I'll probably wait to start the summer salt boxes until maybe July. I have some other projects I'm working on, but this is really fun. And I do have to still figure out how I'm going to finish those. More to come. Okay, and then I have my usual two sals that I'm working on in terms of samplers. So the first one is Florence Mary Dickinson by Hands Across the Sea. And here's where I am with her. So last time I had finished up through the bottom here, this vase. And so this time I worked on this center medallion with the flowers. And I did make one change here. If you see on the pattern in the original, that center flower is aggressively orange and yellow. And it was the one thing that I really didn't like about this sampler. I'm not a big fan of orange. And I just felt like it really just draws your eye right to that flower and you don't look at everything else. So I decided to change it to pink and yellow. And I like that a lot better. It's just a little gentler. And then I think you really can focus on all of those beautiful flowers all around it. I didn't mind the orange flowers, like the little ones up at the top. But that one in the middle, it was just too, I don't know, too much for me. So I like the way this came out. I like it with the pink. So let me know what you think. I really need to get going on that border. I think I've left too much for the end. So I definitely would like to at least get a good half of the remaining border done so that I'm not leaving that all to the end, otherwise I might not ever finish it. Okay, the other sal is Martha Evans, which is Brenda's big birthday sal by the Scarlet House. Sorry for the glare on the plastic. And here's where I got with this one. So this is done on a 40 count Hemingway by Needle and Flax, the called for linen with MPI silk floss. And last time I had gotten up through this red vase here, I finished the flowers and did the rest of this center section here. So quite a lot done. I have decided now what I'm going to use for the verse. I'm going to switch out the verse, which is a little too religious for me. I have to pick something out. I'm going to wait until the end though, and save that for last just so I can make sure I can fit it in and it all fits together. I don't think it'll be an issue because of the word count and a character count. It should be fine. It's pretty close to the original, aside from being completely different words. So I think it will be fine, but I'm going to leave it until the end. Okay, the next whip I've been working on is also a SAL, and it is the Modern Folk Embroidery 2023 SAL, Reaching Skyward. I took this with me to Stitch North, which I will talk about a little bit more in a minute. I didn't get much done. I don't know what I was thinking. I did not get much done on this. Plus it's really intensive counting, so I didn't get much done. But here's where I'm at. It's coming along. This is on 40 count Albarium by Cedar River Linen, which is gorgeous. And I'm using Roxy Floss Co. 2 one-of-a-kind flosses. One is Uncle Fester, the dark blue, and the other is Sage-ish green. So yeah, it's coming along. It was so much fun. There were several other stitchers who were working on this project at Stitch North, and it was just amazing to see all of their projects in person and the different flosses they were using. I mean, there were some that were way ahead of me. I think Gwyneth is almost done with hers. It was gorgeous. So that was very inspiring because that is also a very large project. It's gonna take a while. So it was fun to see everybody else's. Okay, speaking of large projects, here's another one. So this is a Bristol sampler, Mary 395. And this is done on the same linen. This is my other piece of 40 count Albarium. And here's my progress. It doesn't look like much, but it is. I think last time I had done the first line up through M. I finished that, started the second line and got through B. But yeah, each of those letters is a fair amount of stitching. But I just love the way it's turning out. I love the color. The floss color is a Belle Soie cranberry. So yeah. Again, this is just huge. It's gonna take forever, but that's okay. We're just having fun working on it along the way. Okay. So the next whip I have is Mary Snow, also by Hands Across the Sea. So I had started this last time. I didn't get too much more done. I was working on this on the plane, and neither of my flights were that great, so I really didn't get that much done. But I did a little bit more. Basically, I did the little stand that the red lion is on, and then these three motifs and a little bit more of the border. So I'll work on this some more, but I got a little bit. Every little bit counts. It's all fun. And then for some reason, I don't know why, I'm not typically like this, but I just started a ton of new things this month, and I don't know why. I've just been very restless and wanting to do different things. I don't know if it's a metaphor for my life, but it is what it is. So I did start this one, which is the Sally Spencer Sampler by Birds of a Feather. This is on a 36 count Panettone by Roxy, and I'm using DMC. So yeah, this is so much fun to stitch. I'm thoroughly enjoying this, and it's going really quickly too. I may do the conversion that Jody from Trixie Tricycle did. If you look at her Instagram, She did a conversion on the words to make it Sally O'Malley, if you're familiar with that SNL character who says, I can kick, stretch and kick because I'm 50 and I'm turning 50 this year. So I thought, well, maybe this will be my birthday sampler. I did learn at Stitch North that there's some controversy surrounding this sampler, which I was not aware of. I bought it in good faith from someone who I thought was a reputable seller, and I think still is a reputable seller. But I guess there was a bit of a misunderstanding. It's not available anymore, but I bought it, and so I don't see any reason why I shouldn't just stitch it, because that's not going to help anyone. Okay, this next new start is Modern Folk Embroidery, Gerda Brookwies, 1857. So this is one of two samplers done by the same person that he charted and released. And so I've done the other one. It is in the middle, right there. That was the earlier sampler that she did. And then this is one that she did later in life. And so I've had it kitted up for quite some time. I've always wanted to do it. So I just pulled it out and got a little start. I didn't get that much done, but I got it started. I've been working on it recently, so it's cute. I love the little cherries. And it's very simple. I mean, the border is just this blue line, so it should be fairly quick, and I'm enjoying working on that a lot. Okay, the next new start I had, I mentioned last time I had kitted up, and I did get started. This is the Rose and the Giant Pear. I've been meaning to stitch this for a long time. These are the flosses. I'm using DMC. And here's my start. I actually got quite a bit done. It's about a third done. So I got all the way through the pear. And I had heard other stitchers talk about that pear. It is a little bit difficult to get through. It's a very confetti heavy, a lot of different colors. And the way it's situated in the chart, it's on 4 different pages, like the corner is right there. So it's just unwieldy. I'm really glad that I'm done with that. And I can move on to that really lovely house. Okay, and then the last new start I have is this one. I've never done anything by this designer, so this one's new for me. Sorry, I'm getting my floss out of the way there. This is La Di Da. I've never done anything by La Di Da before. It's called Spring Hair. So one of my good friends just had a beautiful baby girl, and so this is for her, and I think she's going to like it. I did change up the colors, so here's what I have so far. Isn't it cute? I am using, let's see here, I have the, 36 count Cypress Linen by Fiber on a Whim. And I'm using these 3 flosses. So I've got Figure Skates, this pale pink, Fairy Dust, which is a mauve, and Oregano. And I think it's just looking really good. It's very gentle and light. And what I'm doing is on the alphabet, I'm making the letters of the baby's initials green, so that they will kind of stand out from the rest of the alphabet. So yeah, I should be able to finish this. It's about half done. So I should be able to finish this soon, which is good because that baby is growing so quickly, like they do. She's already a month old. So I've got to get this over to them. Okay. I think that is all I have for whips. I do have some haul almost entirely from Stitch North, which was full of opportunities for haul. Oh my goodness, so much stuff. Amazing vendors there. Obviously Evertote had a table set up, Roxy Floss Co., all the linen, so many charts. It was so good. I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm sure there will be other people who do much more thorough reviews, I guess. But this was the main, so I bought a couple of project bags. One of them was this one, which I've had my eye on for a while. So I bought that project bag, and it came with a little Notions pouch. And I thought this will be really good to use as my travel project bag. Whatever I'm taking on the airplane, I will put in this, and then that way I will know this is always for the plane. And I can keep things organized. And then I also bought this one, which is gorgeous. It's so pretty. And it came with a Notions pouch. Looks like this. And then I have already placed in here the chart, linen, and floss that was, I guess, an exclusive for Stitch North. So this is the chart, Sing After the Storm. And it came with Roxy Floss Co. floss and a Panettone linen, which you've seen. I won't get it out. And then also, this was in the bag, but this is really pretty needle minder, Stitch North. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that. So I have to, they mentioned that this is part of maybe a larger series of releases. I didn't quite catch all of it, so I have to investigate that a little bit more. And then I also got this beautiful, this was part of the gift bag, this beautiful mini project bag. I won't go through everything in here. I kind of put everything I got from everywhere in terms of just little stuff. I will show you though, this was from the Smalls Exchange. It's beautiful needle minder made by Heather. I didn't ask her if I could say her name, so I'm sorry, Heather, but thank you. And can you see it? It's in this exact same color of thread, but it says, I can't see, needles, thread, stitch. Very subtle. And so I thought this was just beautiful. And there were a couple of other fun things in there, so thank you, Heather. It was so pretty. I did not get a picture. Well, I got a picture, but I can't show you what I did for the Smalls Exchange because I got it about a week before I went to Stitch North, and so I didn't have time to make another floss tube. But thank you to my friend Ryan from the Stitching You. If you want to check it out, it's on her Instagram account. I had done a little portion of a blackbird design, and she made it into a beautiful Notions pouch for me. She did a fantastic job, and it was very well received. So that was great. That was a lot of fun. And then I got some charts. This was a new release by Maximum Cross Stitch. I'm a sucker for red alphabets, so had to get that. I've also wanted this one for a while, and they had it there, so I bought it. Red Letter Day. This just has a ton of red alphabets, a ton. So that's a lot of fun. This was an exclusive for the retreat. I think many of us ask, what does EH mean? It means hey, or I don't know how to say it Canadian. Hey? Hey? I don't know. Hey! So funny. And then there were a couple others that were included, About to Take Wing and Celtic Millennia. And then there were a few small ones, which I won't show because I think some of them actually have the chart. So, so lovely, and everybody just, you know, all the lovely stitchers had lovely little gifts, needle minders and scissor fobs and so many lovely things. It's just amazing how creative and generous people are. I did get some fabric as well. I mean, it was irresistible. So I got a panettone that I'm using for Sally Spencer. And then I also got this one. This is a one of a kind, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's kind of a bluish, purple, gray. Love that. And then I just got another one, which is a neutral 40 count dirty porcelain. So yeah, a little building up of stash there. You know, in general, so Stitch North was amazing. I went to the first weekend. I wish I actually could also be there this weekend, which is the second weekend, but no can do. The table I sat at was amazing. Met some amazing women. So who did we have there? So we had, it was me, Susan, the Blue Crab Stitcher, Marie from Stitches and Diamonds, Lisa and Judy from Nova Scotia, Jen, the Backcountry Stitcher, and Marissa from Ottawa. And it was just an amazing table. We had so much fun. We're planning on getting together soon for another Zoom stitch meeting. So I'm really looking forward to that. And you know, aside from my table, it was just amazing to meet so many other stitchers and floss tubers that I've been watching for ages, and it was great to meet everyone in person. I've already signed up to go again next year, so I'm really looking forward to that. Other, you know, life updates, not much, just working a lot. I did go to the Cubs game. That was fun. It was a baseball game, but it was a good experience. I enjoyed it. And I got to go to the Chicago Symphony. That was amazing. Now I'm heading back to New York tomorrow for a week. And then back and forth a couple times in May, and it's really just kind of crazy from now through the end of the academic year. I did finally make my plans for my trip for my 50th birthday in July. So I'm going to Portugal, which I'm super excited about. And so I'll be gone sort of the middle of July. I just got like a Airbnb in Lisbon, and I'm going to take a couple of day trips from there, but just try to keep it simple. There'll be plenty to explore, and it sounds like, you know, the food is going to be amazing, and there will be lots to see, and there are beautiful beaches and just a lot to do. So I think that's all I have for now. This is a fairly short one because I'm running out of light and I still have to pack to get ready to go. But I did just want to get this FlossTube out there so that I can put all these projects away, and I will see you again next month. Hope you all are doing well. See you next time. Bye-bye.